They say nobody wanna hear that dusty rap, but this guy said he wearing your rent on his kicks. A 20+ year veteran. He ain't mainstream, but the mainstream sure know him. Meet Roc Marciano. So, what's the appeal? Starting at the beginning, Rakim Khalif Meyer, better known as Roc Marciano, was born on the streets of Hempstead in Long Island. Making his debut in the late 90s with Busta Rhymes' crew, Flip Mode Squad, he later went on to create the UN, a hardcore underground hip-hop rap group comprising of 3 different MCs, Dino Brave, Laco, and Mike Raw. With stand-up performances on Wu-Tang Meets the Indie Culture and Pete Rock's New York's Finest album during the early 2000s. Rock hit the 2010s running with a highly acclaimed album Markberg, his self-produced debut. The sound was set to an uber stripped-down boom-bap style, slow, drumless tempos, and a haunting ambiance. Basically what Griselda and a lot of the indie rapper sound evolved from. While some might not get into his music, he's got a pretty huge devoted audience. So again, what's the appeal? One look if you're unfamiliar, and Rock looks like any other rapper. This guy likes to wrap himself with gold chains and extravagant watches, paired with a cool street-style outfit with kicks to match. Musically though, his shit is somewhat of a throwback. Low monotone voice, rapping over tweaked up loops, spitting the most opulent raps. A mix of Godfather with a bit of a blaxploitation feel. You know, that old New York. Now it might be cliche, but there's a huge want for that real hip-hop sound. Rock, alongside many others, have been responsible for this style of music's resurgence, and have a very lucrative career to show for. The sound is a far left from the more popular styles you hear in the clubs, or dominating the charts. But the shows are packed, and the music sells a good amount, with vinyl pieces fetching as much as $100 upon release. Taking advantage of a void in hip-hop, Roc Marciano style feeds into that demand for that, quote-unquote, real folks say they're clamoring for. Factor in Roc Marciano's adoption of Nipsey's Proud to Pay model, selling directly to the consumer, bypassing the traditional music distribution channels. It adds more value in owning a Roc Marciano album. Kinda like how I alluded to with Westside Gunn and Griselda's thought process on physicals previously. On an indie situation, thinking outside of the box is necessary, and ensuring that you feed your fanbase directly, away from the often cluttered release dates, helps the stand out. That, plus dope product, all of a sudden people are talking. From an image standpoint, his look is pretty run-of-the-mill. Gaudy Cubans, fly designer gear, a far cry from what you'd picture from an indie or underground rapper to look like. The raps are filled with lavish pimp chronicles and slick talk, so of course, the looks gotta match. His demeanor on stage, and even in interviews, reflect that confidence, bordering on arrogance. And the product presentation? Well, these are art pieces. Again, not to sound cliche. Kinda like how Westside treats all the Griselda album covers, Rock clearly takes as much pride in meticulous designs. Its vibrant colors and eye-catching graphics to match the motif of the music, making them must-haves especially on vinyl. Paired with Rock's business model, exclusive via only his outlet, and making them limited releases, all of a sudden there's an even bigger demand. That only gets bigger the more people find out how hard product that was already dope is to get. You know, basic supply and demand. Play on people's FOMO, and they'll come flocking. So that's that. Do you got with Roc Marciano? Let us know in the comments below. And of course, don't forget, like, tell a friend, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. We got so much more coming in the pipeline, so stay tuned. And also, don't forget, we got links in the description. We got Roc Marciano playlist and a Roc Marciano type beat, all up in the description. Make sure to check it out. Anyways, till next time. Peace.